He studied with him some parts of Sunan Abi Dawood and also Alfiyat al-Iraqi. Also he took from Sheikh Saleh bin Abdul Rahman al-Atram in the College of Sharia at Imam Muhammad bin Saud University, also at his mosque. Also he took from Sheikh al-Faqih Abdullah bin Abdul Rahman bin Ghdayan in the Supreme Institute of Justice. Also he learned from Sheikh Saleh bin Ibrahim Liblehi, who died in the year 1410. And he also studied the laws of inheritance with Dr Abdul Muhsin bin Muhammad al-Manif in Mecca in the year 1405 and during the month of Ramadan. These are some of his shuyukh, of his scholars he took from. As to his other paths of learning, he was educated the elementary education in Riyadh. Then after that he joined the Al-Ma'had Al-Ilmi, which is the Institute of Learning Islamic Sharia, which is affiliated with Imam Muhammad bin Saud University. Then he joined the College of Sharia and graduated therefrom in the year 1410. And he taught as a teacher in the Learning Institute, in a learning institute about 170 kilometers from Riyadh on the road to Mecca. Then he joined the higher education and then the Higher Institute of Justice, and he took the master's degree from there, and it was entitled Verification of Covenants in the Islamic Fiqh. Then he was assigned as a judge in the Ministry of Justice. However, he requested strongly to be relieved from this, and he wasn't, except after he exerted a lot of effort. Then he joined the Institute of Higher Justice in Riyadh as a lecturer, and then he finished his PhD degree in the year 1422. He was known for being an example in his manners and his etiquettes, very humble and highly respectful of his parents and his shuyukh, and in his circles as well of people being present. And everyone who came to meet him would recognize this very, very easily. His humbleness, his respect of people, and that's why many people who knew him were saddened when they heard the news of his death. The Sheikh Abdul Salam himself is a notable poet, high in eloquency and in mildness. His poems, if the poems were to be gathered now, they will come in one volume, and he is known as to be a really eloquent writer. Wrote many books which students of knowledge are benefiting from. He started even writing when he was before 18 years of age. Very beneficial books. Amongst them is the clear saying concerning those who mock at the believers, and this is printed. Also a book on the ruling of acting, it is printed. A book on wishful thinking. A book on hindrances and barriers in the path of seeking knowledge. A book on rulings concerning salam, the salutation of Islam. An excellent book entitled The Strong Proofs that the means of da'wah are restrained, meaning the means of da'wah are to follow the Sharia, and this is printed. And a book on the importance of Sunnah. This book which we will be addressing, which is the correct creed. A collection of the poems of Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. Treatment of rulers in light of the book and Sunnah, and this is printed many times, and it's an excellent book, and a lot of people benefited from this, and inshallah ta'ala one day we'll go over this book. A book on the command of being part of the Muslim Jama'ah and warning against deviation. A book which is printed on the legal and illegal ways of tawassul, seeking means of nearness to Allah, treachery and its rulings, lectures in da'wah, and this is printed also. All of these are printed, the ones I'm talking about. And compiling the Aqidat As-Saleh by compiling the Aqidah of the Salaf, where he gathered some of the books written by the scholars on this creed, and it came out as a very useful reference. Some of it is still not printed, and it's on its way to being printed. A book in fiqh, which the Shaykh used to mention a lot. It is not known, however, how much he finished. Biographies for some of the scholars. A small treatise on the legality of making dua, a general dua on the kafirs, and other books and treatises, which some of it are still to be printed. The Shaykh rahimahullah was very keen on publishing the useful books and checking them, especially manuscripts. And he used to offer some of the rare manuscripts to the people of knowledge. More than 30 of these manuscripts were used by the scholars. There is a lot to say about the Shaykh rahimahullah. The Shaykh was known to love the people of Ahl Sunnah and those who are on the path of the Salaf and defend them strongly. And from those whom he loved and whom he defended strongly is Shaykh Al-Albani rahimahullah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us and forgive him, and to unite us with him in the noble abode of paradise, and that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us and his parents and those who love him, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us benefit from the things he left, and to make this count for him on the day of resurrection. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Inshallah we'll go on the subject concerning the correct creed.